Welcome back, Ninjago fans, to another live reaction with Hungry Harmony, and this is the Season 4 official trailer for Dragons Rising. I'm excited. Let's see how much of the teaser trailer I kind of maybe guessed right or completely went off the track. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. You've been waiting for this. Let's get started. Woo! Woo! Let's go.
All realms are connected.
That's what I saw!
Before the merge, source energy flows through all people.
I thought I'd reached my true potential.
You believe you only have one true potential? The journey on which you are about to embark will be treacherous.
Oh.
What is that thing? They are beings of rage and destruction. The foolish ninja have set in motion their own downfall. Find the weapon. Let nothing stand in your way.
You have no idea what happened to our powers?
No idea.
We've got to do this the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Black and white pictures? No. Classic ninja moves.
Classic ninja moves. There's Cole.
If I'm gonna be a ninja, I need to remember my forgotten memories.
I knew it.
There are things you'll never understand, Jay.
He's going back to the administration to get back his memories.
Indeed, the pleasure is all yours.
Huh? Wait. Lloyd's going through another journey. Poor guy. Okay, there's gonna be so much to unpack, and we're gonna go through it all. Okay, they show that scene twice. Okay. Coolio. Okay, guys, it is time to break it down and for you to hear my thoughts on what the heck just happened, because I'm so confused. Let's do it to the lowest speed, or time speed, and let's play that again. All right, so as I see you, Frasier, I remembered your name, girl. I remember your name. She is fighting against the, what I like to call the claw monster thingamajig, I don't know, like a crap thing, but look like she's really kicking butt, and I'm really impressed. But she's like really high in the air, so I don't know if she used her elemental power to lift him up and then do this awesome down kick. And then we have the one-eyed monster, which Wildfire is fighting, so that was accurate to the teaser trailer. It wasn't like they were trying to mislead us with anything, but yeah, no, I can see that they're there. In a really interesting, it almost looks a little bit of a European style village, but it's something else, or you know, like a mixed culture of village. And then we have, of course, Lloyd. We've seen this in the last one where he's zapping the snake. Euphrasia's down there too. We already knew that Euphrasia was there in the same universe. It's just something like, okay, kind of getting the repetition, but yeah, we're seeing, it's funny, we're seeing that scene twice. I wonder why they did that scene twice. We saw it in the teaser trailer and we're seeing it here. So that's kind of funky. All right, the monastery where everyone's trying to get back to. Honestly, that just brings back such nostalgic memories. It's the first, you know, monastery. Ha, good old memories. Hope they come back to it. And this is very important because later on we see in the trailer that 3 of them, I think it was 3 or 4 of them, just disappear. But, oh, and because the camera's right in front of it, yeah, one's already out, and that's probably the source dragon of balance, was it, or something like that, that unfortunately passed away. So there's only 6 left. So there's originally 7, but there's only 6. So that's kind of like accurate, makes sense. And I'm guessing these people are the ones circling around, are the ones like, you know, keeping guard of it, watching over, probably tending to the gardens and stuff like that. Though it would really help if I could hear what they were saying. So maybe I have to rewatch it while hearing what they're saying again. Yeah, because she's saying stuff. So like, yeah, she looks like the eldest or the elder who talks. Yeah, they talk about like, oh, all the, I think the energies are connected to all the elements or whatever it was kind of called, which is kind of a cool aspect. And here we go. Oh, there's the smiling thing I missed. Sorry, that was like the thing I tried to draw for you guys. I was like, can you see what I'm seeing? But here we have the wooden dragon, or I know there's probably a name for it, I kind of forgot. But here we have Lloyd, and Euphrasia, and Aaron. And I feel like, is it just them 3, or was there another? I thought that was 4 people. Could be wrong. But I guess after defeating maybe them, or maybe they find them first. I'm not sure. I think they defeat the people first. But I can see that the dragon here is explaining like you think you only had one true potential? Oh my gosh, guys, we're going back to season 1. Like, what the heck? Like, yeah, you need to unlock your true potential. Wait a minute, there's more? So literally this whole Ninjago series has been about the ninja getting their true potential again and again and again kind of thing. I mean, is it not like sometimes they lose their powers, then they get it back? Do they get their true potential? They get power-ups? Like, it's like a never-ending cycle of these ninja like can prove themselves more to get their true potential. So I'm like, what? So yes, I think I'll listen to it one more time just to hear the words to get it. But it looks like, yeah, oh, and Zane. Yeah, and then we missed Zane. Sorry, I forgot. Zane was there apparently too, but it wasn't in the before fights. But looks like Lloyd is going through another trial, and I wonder why. Again, but he's the Green Ninja. He's the destined hero, so I guess his journey is not over, as always. Poor Lloyd. Sometimes I feel like he needs a break. And the other ninja as well. Here he gets caught. Okay, here, okay, I see there's lightning coming from those spheres that I mentioned before, and I know someone in the comments in my teaser trailer said that what they were actually called. I forgot. I am so sorry, my memory's not the best. But I'm just trying to go back. Seeing those spheres, I think it's the spheres that are shooting, yeah, it looks like the spheres are shooting out lightning out and making whatever that is, and then aiming it down to the pool, which means already, oh, no. It's not just, okay, this already shows the moment that the other spheres are already out, which means I think that's the other Source Dragons leaving the Alliance, or leaving the group, or leaving the United, Source Dragon, I was about to say party, but that's not the correct term. I'm thinking about it. But leaving the Unity, the group, or kind of thing. So this is after that happens. So probably, I would imagine, either this is happening in real time, or when Lloyd, Euphrasia, Aaron, and Zane make it to this place. This is maybe the story that she's sharing, and it could be like the backstory where she says, or where she describes where the monsters came from. So I can imagine like the first episode, or in this case, the episode that's gonna probably air, I'm guessing, is that these monsters are gonna show up. Zane, Aaron, Euphrasia, and Lloyd somehow gather up together and try, or are in the middle of this fight. Like, they're probably going through the forest, they see these monsters, the crab guy and the snake, they probably fight it off, maybe destroy them, and then they find this place where there's two people hiding, and then they probably share the story of what happened before and how the snake and the crabs came to light, which is through the sphere, which is through that. Yeah, and it's funny enough, it's going through all of them. Oh, and here we go. They come to life. That's what I think what happened. They come to life. Oh, okay, you know, that is very interesting because that is Imperium. That is Imperium. So this is quite interesting because as I saw, they just, well, he appeared from the ground, so I think him and the snake are actually in the ground, but this is giving us a bigger hint or a bigger reveal saying that they were created in a completely different, not saying different realm, technically, sort of, but not really, because of course all the realms are merged together. So this goes into Imperium, and I kind of like that. Is it just me? I'm just gonna double check. But it looks like there's other, not just Imperium at Imperium, there's other people there, like other creatures. I wonder if they joined? Yeah, because they're wearing the same, they are wearing the same outfits. They are wearing the same outfits, so I think looks like they, Imperium, let in a lot of people from other realms. It's not just the Imperium people, but it's other people joining in and maybe living in Imperium. Actually, that's kind of cool. I really like that detail. Like, they invited everyone, maybe people from the Crossroads or other realms or other place. I think I like this. This is kind of like a unity. Way to go, Imperium. Way to go. Letting people in and sharing their ideas. Let's go. And so where I wanted to get to that, he just, the Vine Monster just materializes right there in Imperium, which kind of gets me want to guess, who the heck is going to fight this guy? Because which one is this? This is the one-eyed monster, which was actually found in a different location altogether, unless there's multiple versions of the same type of monster fighting in different parts of, like, the Ninjago merged realms. So I can imagine that there's multiple one-eyed, like, vine monsters. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, the little kid has something in his hand. I'm wondering if that's a toy or a weapon. I'm not sure, but he's, like, holding it, like, ah! wonder what that is. But yeah, I wonder who's helping Imperium, or maybe Imperium has maybe something that's help. Oh my gooiness. Maybe they have maybe they have soldiers there that can fight it off. I'm not sure, but I don't remember seeing anyone in Imperium unless it's the one where Wildfire, Frack, and Serena are at. I think it's them three there, maybe, to help them. But they were in a different completely location. Unless it's part of the crossroads or part of something else. I don't know, just, like, it looked olden style, like, buildings, or European style buildings, in my opinion. So I don't know if that's the same monster that them three fight, or if it's a completely different thing. We won't know. We'll find out until probably the first episode. And then here we have Lloyd fighting oh, this is the crab guy. Okay, so let me guess. They defeat it and it comes back to life, as in like ooh, poor guy, or poor lady, or whoever it is. Probably after defeating it, it comes back into, like, it revives itself back into goo. Interesting. That's my only theory. Oh, it's her. That almost looks like Euphrasia, but I think it's just one of the old lady's, like, assistant. Okay, this is where I'm getting... Oh, wait, no, this is the same one. Okay, this is the same one. I got confused for just a second there. So, okay, I'm guessing this is after Lloyd takes his trial. I would like to say this is the moment with that. So this is Zane, Aaron, and Euphrasia fighting whatever it is, but they're surrounded... Oh, wait a minute. I gotta check. See how green it is there? Here it's not green. However, I can see in the background, I think if that is true, above Zane, or right behind Zane, that looks like the dragon's mouth. I think that is the dragon's mouth. The wood dragon who was talking to Lloyd in the first place. Let me get a little, like, let me just check it for 2 seconds. I think so. Is that the same dragon? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it's the same one. It kind of had the same shape. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. Yeah, I thought up here, this could be a rock, but I thought it was moving. That's why I was so confused. Let me go back. I thought it was a dragon, but I could be completely wrong. So, no, it's moving. That is moving in the background. Is that the dragon's mouth? Or like it's like bottom of his jaw? I would like to say so it is, because it would make sense why the three of them would come into like a fighting position to try to fight whatever's maybe trying to attack the dragon or attack the creature behind them. Let's just say, if I'm wrong, it's not the dragon, then they're defending the creature that's behind them to defeat it. I'm just saying, that's why I'm observing, because it is moving. Even in slow motion, I can see it's moving. Look, it just lifted up its jaw. I think it's the dragon. I'm just going for it's the dragon. If I'm wrong, that's okay. And then here, again, we have the one-eyed monster again, and, wait a minute. Oh, we have them more than one creature. Technically 3. But we have the one, the Cyclops vine monster, with also kind of, yeah, like vine arms, or whatever it is called, claws. And then we have the crab guy in the back on the right, but on the left side looks like there's another one, and a snake. So if my guess is right, it's 4. They're fighting 4 not different creatures. I think it's 3 different creatures, because the snake, and then the vine monster, and then the rock crab guy. But I think the rock crab guy has another ally, so there's 2 of them. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple like monsters everywhere. But as I see, there is goo on the ground, so I have a feeling they defeated it and then it just came back to life after the goo thing. Actually, that's really interesting. Look at that. She dodges really well, but after this, look, I think she gets hit back by the second vine. Whoa, it's like Doc Ock kind of thing from Spider-Man. Like, okay, I feel bad. Euphrasia gets pushed back. And here, this is interesting, because I remember seeing this, and I was like, why are they fighting each other? But it could be they're sparring. But, I mean, here, Wildfire, it's kind of funny. Frack is making the funny face, but I'm like, did that hurt him? But, okay, honestly, it looks like Frack is trying to grab her. They're both trying to stop Wildfire, and I'm trying to figure out what is the case of that. Oh, I went too far. What is the case? Because at the beginning, you see Wildfire. Yeah, see, you can see Wildfire striking Frack. Either that's like a motion of her punching, or that's using her elemental power, like almost like a zap kind of thing. But hers is heat, so maybe a little sting of heatness. I'm not sure, but even Sorana is like Okay. She just struck Frack. Now, yeah, Serana's just... I don't know, like, her pose or position is like, okay, this is a fighting stance. And apparently, Wildfire is really doing good at blocking. And Frack tried to grab, but Wildfire grabbed, or blocked it, and then Serana goes with a back kick, which is kind of cool, I like to say. Wait. Give me a second. Was that a double kick? Because Frack steps? No, look at that. Serana does a back kick, but Frack also does a front kick. So at this moment, Wildfire goes, like she's literally getting a double kick in the stomach and the back. Ooh, I wonder why. I don't know. I don't know if that's fighting or them sparring or someone's underneath a spell. I don't think so. I don't know. It's just these are all theories and questions. And here it's quite okay. Wait a minute. Sorry, I went back to this, but it doesn't seem like Wildfire is trying to hurt them. I don't think so. Or at the beginning, yeah, when you did that Frack, but this is a little bit confusing because, yeah, look at that, like back kick, and then Frack does the uppercut. I wouldn't be surprised if that launches Wildfire to the other side. Here, it's interesting. That sword, isn't that Lloyd's? Did Lloyd just get hit back? Oh yeah, he did. And he's covered in the goo, which is quite interesting because it was from the goo that the monster came back. So wait a minute. I have a theory. It's a stupid theory, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, no, there's Lloyd. Never mind. I thought it was, but because of the goo, I'm like, wait a minute. Did they just release the goo on top of Lloyd? Look, he even drops his sword. Never mind, the theory was kind of stupid, but yes, the goo, unfortunately, traps him. Okay, now we're here. This is the underground, I like to say underground maybe, or I don't know if those are trees, but I think it's underground. This looks like the underground, like, secret society or secret, like, cult, or I don't know, that we saw at the very first teaser trailer with the masks. These are the same people I know. There's a leader, so there's a whatever. But that symbol right there in the middle that they're projecting, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling maybe it's another, what's it called, a source weapon? Why am I blanking on the actual name of it? But it's like a blade or like a weapon that Roz used to unfortunately kill a citizen that we never knew, and to get that weapon. And I thought it was a source something, or source what is it called? I know, source artifact blade, whatever it is, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. Maybe it'll come back to me. But getting that kind of weapon, and maybe that's what one of those are. I'm not sure. It's just a theory. It's just a guess. Maybe I have to re-listen to it to see what it is, but maybe not. But unless it, no, I don't know what it is, but it's just a guess. But this cult, I think, is, yes, these guys with the mask. This is, I think, the characters or the people that Cole is going to fight. And here we have Aaron again. We got this scene again from the teaser. This is where I think the dragon that saves him, but I don't know if this is the same dragon, because the dragon that now I saw a better, closer look looked like wood, but maybe the claws are made out of stone. I don't know. Or this is a completely different type of dragon. I'm not sure. Go, Euphrasia, go. Okay, so as evidence from that scene and the rest, I guess the elemental powers are unbalanced. Very much so that either it's just overpowering or not enough power at all. So that's quite interesting, and I wonder what the cause of that is. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, sorry, Wildfire. That probably definitely hurt. And this part is quite interesting. Yeah, this is like the European town, I kind of say, but it's also like Ninjago-y, like it's a mixture of Europe and Asian town and something like that. So it's like a mix. But I don't know where they are. This may be the crossroads, I don't know, or old Ninjago City. I can guess. But looking at Serana and Frack and even the monster, they just all stopped. They just all stopped and looking at the burning, legit burning building. I'm trying to get a closer look to stop it just at the right time. See, even the monster's not fighting. Frack looks devastated. Or maybe he's just looking, I don't know, like, because his head looks like he's forward, and even Serana's like holding whatever that thing is and just looking kind of down to, like, either that's like, oops, they did that, or it's like a sad moment. And I'm like, what? Because even the monster stopped. Why would the monster stop fighting? And also look at the destruction. Can it talk? Can the monsters talk? I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. I know what this is. Sorry. I think I just realized I know what this is. This is literally the Okay, sorry. I had to keep playing it. So I'm guessing, yeah, that was Wildfire using her full power. And I did not know that's the same scene. I thought it was like a completely different scene, but no, it's one scene. She did that. So now I know that's not a look of sadness. That's not a look of like, oh, we just caused that on fire. No, that is the look of like, Wildfire? Like, what did you just do? Like, what was that? That was Wildfire, and that's why Frag, Serana, even the monsters looking like this is a comedic moment, like a gag. Doing like, even the monster just had to stop, like, what the heck did you just do? Like, I don't know if I want to fight you anymore. But yeah, like, even Serana's looking like, did you just do that? Like, did you seriously just do that? But look at that, the fire is going away, so it's not burning the building, so that's good. But even Frack is like, what? And the monster's like, I don't think I want to fight you anymore. And then we have the same kind of monster, the Cyclops Vine monster, coming back and fighting. Not coming back, it's definitely different monsters that are probably spawned all over the merged lands. That's my theory, that's what's going on. Wait, so in this case, like, it's really interesting because all I'm seeing is Euphrasia, Aaron, and Lloyd. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the moment where Zane comes in and then Zane meets up with everyone to save them, or this is, maybe Zane is trapped and then this is where the dragon maybe comes in to save him. I don't know, it's a theory. It's a theory, but wait a minute, actually. This is quite funny because that scene is not the same as the other one. It's not. Like, you think it's the Cyclops Vine monster coming at them. Yes, that is probably a scene in the fighting, which I think either that's no, it's probably, those are flowers. Never mind. I thought that was Aaron. This is a very different scene. It's not the Vine monster coming after them three. It's actually the rock and the snake. It's the snake on the right and the rock monster on the left. Yeah. Or the crab monster. Yeah. And yeah, we saw this scene from the last teaser too, which is quite sad. And I have a feeling after that scene when, well, actually the angle of it is kind of off. But if this was like the same scene after Wildfire got hit back, I wouldn't be surprised that's after, like, okay, Serana saying like, okay, we need to do things the old way, and then puts that whatever looks like a radio backpack, whatever it is, on her back. And Frack is looking, though this does look like almost the scene that comes afterwards. However, the angle of it is very off because apparently Wildfire was behind Serana and Frack, legit behind them, not on the side. So I think that is inaccurate or bad character placement if that is the scene that comes afterwards. I don't know, but this is funny, also a funny joke. Black and white? What? I'm like, just, you're talking to the OGs right here. I like the fountain in the background. But this is really cool. They're about to do something really cool. And then Zane. Okay, cool. So that's really cool. I think, I wouldn't be surprised if that moment is when Zane arrives. That'd be a really cool, like, a dramatic entrance, or, you know, dramatic, like, way to, like, show up. I think that looks like something that Zane would show up for the first time, or to see, you know, the gang or the rest of them. This is a really cool scene too, and I don't know if this is while they're fighting, before they're fighting. I don't know. This is just part of the fight. And then this is where my theory is that Cole is fighting, of course, the underground cult or whatever it is. And of course, I think I might have been spoiled on this because it was like in big captions, like, oh, finally, their shoulder pad armor is actually of use. I'm like, really? The only time I feel like they ever used something like that, or it's been a while, but like, yes, in season 1 when Jay was the only one who had a right arm armor thing. I'm like, why didn't everyone else have it? If you haven't, just rewatch my season 1 rewatch. I say it all there. It's kind of funny. And then here we have the cult. Okay, wait a minute. The cult is above ground, or at least not in the shadows. And it looks like they're in the crossroads. So what are they doing in the crossroads? And now we have, I know this is gonna be a long episode. And now we have Jay, and looks like he's admitting he wants his memories back. And, oh, isn't that Cole's dragon? Oh, okay, that's very interesting. I kind of want to see that. So this is, you know, Jay, Nia, and Kai. This is accurate because they're all together. So it's the three of them. Him with his mech dragon. And then, not mech dragon, his mech suit. Or maybe it's both. Well, the both was the last scene. This one, I think, is just his mech suit. Here he's fighting... I like to say it's like one of Cole's dragons because it's probably an earth dragon or something. I don't know, it's just a theory. I'm guessing they're fighting... Is this them still at... This looks like they're still at Lee's land, but it's probably a different place. But the rocks look familiar. Here is something very interesting, which is there's a tree, there's a sphere right there, and I wonder if that has any significance of him trying to get his memories back, or is he trying to get his memories back in the administration? See, like, this looks like a side mission, or maybe a part of the mission for him to get his memories back. That is a theory I'm coming up with. But also, it looks like they're trapped, or they're trying to get out, because that's literally the next scene, which is a kind of a really cool scene. So either they met up at that tree, and they're trying to escape, or they're trapped, or I don't know, but yeah, he tried to break it. It's a... almost looks like a tech thing, so it could be if it's part of the administration, or it could be something like an Imperium kind of technology. I don't know. I don't know. And then we have this guy from the administration. And then here we go back. I think this is part of episode 1 of season 4. Like, this is still introduction. Here we have Ryu. Actually, that looks like old Ryu. That doesn't look like a buff up Ryu. So maybe I was wrong. And that's okay. I thought that, you know, we got buffed up Ryu right at the beginning, but looks like maybe he'll just have a transformation, I guess? Maybe he'll get an upgrade? Like, you know how like they turn into like a bigger dragon, or get like mold into, or shed into, or not shed into, I don't know. Shed off the old scales and become a stronger dragon. I don't know. Just, that's a theory, but yeah. So I totally almost forgot about Ryu. I feel bad, but this is the first time I'm seeing it. And this, okay, I was a little bit spoiled by people because I literally saw a caption saying Frack's dad. And I'm like, what? What? So, and when I saw this snake the first time, I'm like, Frack has green eyes. Why does he have purple? So, and I'm like, okay, so maybe this is Frack's dad. That's kind of cool. And this is probably, okay, yeah, he's very, very, full of himself, I can already tell. Or maybe he's scared. I'm not sure, but that is something really interesting because we literally get a first glimpse, and I think everyone said, like, is that your dad? Like, Frack is like, yeah, I can imagine. Or maybe a relative, I don't know. I don't know if it's Frack's dad, that was the caption, or this could be, I mean, it looks exactly like Frack, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's Frack's dad, but, you know, most Serpentine look like, you know, if they're in the same tribe, they could all be related, I don't know. But, or it could be a cousin, or someone from his same Serpentine tribe. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's or like a relative. Wouldn't be surprised. Or a family member. And here's quite interesting because you seen Euphrasia and Zane, they're gonna dodge, but like it almost looked like they're trying to figure out their powers. But oh, this is so cool. Okay, Aaron did like a frontal somersault. Euphrasia's dodging with the air, and Zane is still standing there, defensive. And this is really cool, because I feel like this is like video game vibes. Like, oh, let's go. Euphrasia's really rocking it here. And this is the scene. Okay, this was literally the first episode scene. And this is definitely a part of Lloyd's trial. It's gotta be. So he probably is gonna be hallucinating or imagining things on his, I guess another true potential thing. But am I the only one who's still concerned about what happened in literally season 1 of his vision of the ninja and the graves? I think I'm one of the people who brings it up the most, because that's what makes me so scared. Like, what if that's a future thing that maybe Lloyd sees? there's a bunch of ninja, and maybe it's the past. It hasn't come to fruition, or it could be something that happened in the past, but we still have not gotten a freaking answer about that vision. So that is like living in my brain rent-free. It's freaking me out. Okay, now we're getting more answers. Of course, these vine creatures are being spread out all over the merged lands, because now we see Kai, Jay, and Nia fighting one of these guys. So, and that's actually a really cool move. Well done. That is so impressive. It's like, that's how you sell toys. Wait a minute. That's Frack. Okay, that's Frack. For a second I thought he was wearing a hat. I'm like, no, that's something in the background. But why is he wearing a sign? Why is he wearing a sign? That is so weird, because he looks like he's struggling to give something to, if the theory is true, his dad. But what is shaking? What is going on? Again, this snake looked like he's an archaeologist. Like he's someone like an Indiana Jones character, I can imagine. Not like Clutch Powers. Okay, I'm guessing this is still part of Lloyd's training. And then we have, I 100% believe, Cole. Okay, Cole. This reminds me very much like the Odyssey, the Ninjago Fortnite Odyssey, where you literally fight different elemental characters or like creatures. It kind of gives me those types of vibes. But I can see Cole is, if Cole's by himself, I'm very impressed. He's handling all these monsters. There's a snake monster there. There's an ice. There's a earth. There's the vines. Like, he's doing it all by himself with his suit. So he's, I gotta give it to him. He's handling his own pretty well. That's cool for you. If they get him right. Okay, so they do. See, that's kind of funny. But these like little wooden creatures, okay, I guess maybe they're the ones who try to actually, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the ninja were fighting these monsters first, and then these woodland creatures literally come out to help them, but they kind of fail, and then the ninja and them work together to defeat them. I wouldn't be surprised if that's, because I thought in the teaser trailers that they were being attacked and the ninja stepped in to help them, but maybe it's a completely reversal. I love it. Love it. I love to be proven wrong in a clever way if it works. And here it's at night, so I'm guessing those creatures come out at night to fight, which we kind of saw, I think, in the teaser trailer too. And here we get this scene again. I don't know why we keep getting the same scenes 3 times, but oh well. And then here, see, we get an upgraded Ryu. So I'm guessing he gets stronger here, or maybe there's a power-up that we don't know about. Like, I can even see, yeah, Wildfire and Frack are like, who the heck are you? Because he even gets armor. I wonder if it has to do something with Frack's dad. Maybe there's something that he can actually upgrade or get stronger. And then we see this. This was really that took my attention. Is this dragon form? It's not the exact same thing, like from crystallized, but I can imagine it could be a form of something like that. It looks very similar, but not 100%, but it looks like dragon form. It looks like Lloyd turned into a dragon. Like a legit dragon. And I mean, he's part Oni, but does that make him part dragon because of Wusa? I don't know. This is like, there's a lot of theories. I have to rewatch again to kind of get that memory, but look at him. That's got to be Lloyd, and he looks really cool, and I think that's dragon form, and I wouldn't be surprised if the other ninja also unlocked this dragon form. So maybe this is his true potential of the green ninja. Maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe the other ninja, I'm not sure, but that's how this ends. And okay, I know this is gonna be very long, guys, but this is very important. Now comes the part where I'm actually gonna listen to it and kind of evaluate. This will definitely be a lot faster. It's because, oh, I just want regular speed, please. Can I get the regular, is it 1, the regular speed? I hope, oh no. Just give me the playback. Thank you, normal, that's all I wanted. So we're gonna listen to it, and I'm just gonna nitpick on what they're saying to kind of get a better evaluation on what's going on. So yeah, they showed that scene again twice with Euphrasia. This is the music. Love it.
All realms are connected, even before the merge.
I mean, that kind of already makes sense. That's not like new knowledge, in my opinion, because there had to be a way they could get to another realm. I mean, the ninja have done it throughout the seasons, in a way. So, some seasons. Not all seasons, but like some seasons they went to a different realm. So, That's 100% true. This is, I don't think this is new knowledge, but it's a cool way to storytell kind of thing, because there's had to have been a way that the ninja went to a different realm, like, you know, the Traveler's Tea. We had the frickin' Traveler's Tea. So that was one way that was connected, which is actually very interesting now that we think about it, because the Traveler's Tea had to do with a tree. So maybe the tea leaves or the tree leaves, I don't know. That's something interesting. That's something actually.
Source energy flows through all people.
Nice. And then we get introduced to the dragon
I've
here.
reached my true potential.
You believe you only have one true potential.
This is where I'm like, what the heck? You only believe you have one true potential? What the heck? I mean, what do you mean? Would you like to explain? I don't know. But it's like, just seeing Lloyd's face, to me, that's the face of like, I've been doing this for years. I have upgraded. I did dragon form. I learned air jutsu, which is apparently not a thing anymore. And I like, there's so many things he has unlocked in his power. Like, he became the golden ninja. Like, there's so many things, and he's like, there's more. Like, that's not 100% a bad thing. It's just poor Lloyd, he has to work even harder. Which, of course, with these new threats, he does have to get stronger. The ninja have to get stronger. But it's just like, he's like, not again, more training. It's like, I wish I could have just stayed peak, but no. I'm just kidding. But that's like the face of like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, there's more? Ugh. So that just makes me laugh.
The journey on which you are about to leave, you only have one true potential.
That's what Wu said.
The journey on which
Not really.
you are about to embark will be treacherous.
And him being the grandson of the first Spinjitzu master is still huge. So honestly, there's so much more mystery with Lloyd and his lineage, to be honest. I kind of like that there maybe, hopefully, in Dragon's Rising, they are digging more into it. I think that'd be really cool if, like, you know, Lloyd has another, like, you know, he was the destined Green Ninja. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe the Green Ninja was just the first part. Maybe there's a second part, which maybe that's Dragon's Rising. I'll be honest, I'd rather it be more about the ninja. I'd rather know more about Lloyd and the other ninja, but just thinking about it, like, maybe, guys, maybe Ninjago of all the seasons, through season 1 through Crystallize, maybe that's our Lloyd arc of part 1. And Dragon's Rising is like part 2. Because apparently there's more to Lloyd's destiny. Well, again, with the visions that we got from season 1 of Dragon's Rising is something huge. So again, guys, maybe this is something, you know, we had Crystallize, we had Seabound, we had all the, like, Shintaro, and we had all the other seasons too, like before, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, bleh. Those sometimes had titles for their arcs, some didn't. So, but what if this Dragon's Rising is the version of Dragon's Rising, or of Ninjago, where it's a whole other, like, actually now, or I'm maybe just now realizing, but it could have been that I was wrong. Again, I had a really kind of a, somewhat of a negative attitude towards Dragon's Rising season 1, and that was because of, like, I thought it was going to be like, Dragon's Rising, Ninjago, you know? And more on it now, like, this is probably, like, you know, Ninjago itself with all its seasons from season 1 to Crystallize, that was all, I think that's almost like the arc of Ninjago itself. And now we have Ninjago Dragon's Rising. I think that's the arc of not just Ninjago, but it's Ninjago and the merged realms. I think, I would like to say that should be almost a better, not a better title. It's more of a title of, like, because Ninjago was a place. It was always a place. That was all from, you know, and of course they went to different realms too, but that was still part of, like, saving Ninjago. Saving Ninjago was always the #1 thing. In some places it was some other realms maybe, but not all the time. Like, even the Jinjago was destroyed, unfortunately, and the Cursed Realm, I think, was destroyed too. So, like, there were so many things that were destroyed, realms, but that was always about saving Ninjago. Always about saving Ninjago. Here it's different. It's Ninjago, which has always been the title, but it's Dragon's Rising, which is, I would like to say, yes, we're getting to know more about dragons themselves. The Source Dragons are the biggest hint of that. I don't know, like, yeah, this is still Ninjago because we have the ninjas, but I was almost wanted to title it Ninjago Merge Realms, Dragons Rising kind of thing. I know that's a weird way to title it, but again, we're still going through Lloyd's journey. He is still the main hero, and he has his pupils, you know, Wildfire, Serena, and Frack now, and Aaron. So I would like to say he has 4. And maybe this is some parts of their journey, which has been, again, I only really cared about the ninja itself because I'm an OG fan. And funny enough, like, yes, Ninjago's my childhood, but Ninjago is also my childhood, my teenage years, my adult years too. It's all the above because it's still going. So that's why I label myself as an OG fan. So, because I was there from the beginning and still watching it to this day. And I remember I did get lost because I was so confused which season came next, because that's when I think YouTube was more strict on uploading content that became copyrights. So I was really sad about that. So I couldn't find where to watch Ninjago until like way later. But over the point of this, that just title-wise, I'm like, I think I'm starting to realize like this, even though it's already like we're getting 4 seasons of this and we're probably gonna get more, but I almost want to say like, no, this is a completely new story. Like, we had Ninjago being part 1, now Ninjago Dragons Rising is a part 2, which I would almost want to label it as because Ninjago is always the place, but also it's the song, like, Ninjago, go, everybody with me. It's like, go, go, like, take it to the top. You know, it's also a song, but it's also a place. Ninjago City, Ninjago Land, Ninjago Realms. Like, you know, like, it's always been the place. So I would almost want to say that I don't want it to change the title, but I can imagine it being like Ninjago being the grandfather, but then like the new thing is Merge Realms, and then the season of it is Dragons Rising. But I almost want to say like for each season, like again, Ninjago had seasons too. Why don't we have it like that for here too? Like, I don't know, like separate titles, like we had like, you know, Seabound, Crystallize. We didn't really have that, of course, for the earlier seasons as well, but it's more like, oh, the pilot episode and then the Ninja Gather. I don't know if there was an official title. Sorry, I am going way too much in this, but I'm just like, that's what it's just coming to mind. And again, we're still going through Lloyd's journey. So like, this is like Lloyd's going, I don't know, it's just so cool. Like, I know like a lot of people don't like Lloyd as much. I just kind of like that there's still more to his journey. And honestly, he's still the youngest. He grew up way too fast, so he's still very young. We don't really realize it, but I think here he probably is maybe just reached late teen or adult. I'm not sure. It's still something I want to double check. But yeah, here's so yeah, he's gonna go through trials. He's gonna go through visions, and then here we already know. I already talked about it.
They are beings of rage and destruction.
Beings of rage and destructions. Okay, so that's what they are.
The foolish ninja have set in motion their own downfall.
So who's talking here?
Find the weapon.
Oh, it's him.
Let nothing stand in your way. Have set in motion their own downfall. Find the weapon. Let nothing stand in your way.
So the weapon. So is it a weapon? But they don't describe what kind of weapon it is.
No idea what happened to our powers?
No idea.
We've got to do this the old-fashioned.
No idea, yeah. They have no idea, so we'll find out.
Black and white pictures? No. Classic ninja moves.
We already did black and white pictures, and I love that actually the next part is Zane, because that's what it was. And what season? What was it? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think it was in season 13. No, not 13, sorry, 12. It was in Prime Empire. It was in Prime Empire when Zane did his little shtick, I think, of the... Was it Prime Empire? I think so. When he did the black and white thing, and also Pixel did like the really weird black and white thing. Not really black and white thing. Zane was the one who did like the cool classic old style like movie like black and white thing. But I think it's kind of funny that after Wildfire says this, they go to Zane.
Black and white pictures? No. Classic ninja moves.
Classic ninja moves.
If I'm gonna be a ninja, I need to remember my forgotten memories.
So I don't know if that sentence is in the same line, because sometimes they, you know, they cut lines. Like sometimes they use one line, but it might be for something else. So like, I don't know if that's the same flow of his, like in the script. I don't know if that's a flow or is it something else. But, you know, I kind of like it. I just didn't notice this before. Nia and Kai are just smiling at Jay just flying in to try to break the wall. So, but that's very interesting to me.
If I'm gonna be a ninja, I need to remember my forgotten memories.
So he wants to be a ninja. He doesn't want to be a Ronin anymore. So I think something did change. Either himself, he wants to become a ninja, because I don't think he said that in the season finale of season 3. But Nia maybe talked to him about it, or maybe Jay was vulnerable and talked to Nia about it. Like, hey, like something about you makes me feel like a better person, and maybe if to be a better person is to become a ninja, maybe I do need my memories back. Maybe that's a line. I'm not sure, but I won't be surprised if that's the case.
There are things you'll never understand, Jay.
That's your
What does that mean?
Memories.
There are things you'll never understand, Jay.
Well, that's kind of like, there's things even the audience doesn't understand. I'm guessing you're from the administrative, but like that scene is from that, but I don't know if the line is from that.
That's your dad?
Oh, he did say that. That's your dad. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. That's your dad. Okay. We do have dad.
There are things you'll never understand,
That's
Jay.
dad.
That's your dad?
Indeed. The pleasure is all yours.
Okay, we got an accent. I feel like the personality of Frack's dad is gonna be a mix of Clutch Powers and Dareth. Oh, and that one guy from like, oh, what was it? What season? But it was the guy from like the Adventurers Club or something like that. Like it was the thing that the guy would talk so slowly with an accent, like, oh, you are indeed in trouble? Well, let's take, like, you know, like, I'm gonna take my time and not even give you the key to what you need to defeat or to save the world. Oh, you know, that guy, that pish-posh kind of guy. I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna mix, like, a 3 of those people mixed personality-wise, and I wonder if that's gonna be Frack's dad. Any others? Yeah, this is still, I don't know what it is. We'll see. Fighting. Any more words? Cool. Okay, that's really all it. Coolio. So, as usual, I like to say everything I like to say during my episode, so that way I don't really have to say anything else. However, there's more. Sit on tight, guys. You guessed it. If you did. If not, surprise! Yes, we are doing the episode 4 clip. Season 4 episode clip. I'm gonna watch it quickly for you guys, because I know it came out, and why not just give you guys more awesomeness.
That's a good question. And how did these trees give me my powers back? At least for a little while.
Trees gave powers back? What?
I didn't get a tree blast like you did, but mine still came back.
I hope these little guys are leading us to some answers.
Okay. Hey, hello there. Okay, this is where they lead them back to the village that they probably are from. Wow. I'm gonna dig deep on this. Wow. Big dragon. Okay, the leaves whisper.
Is that a source dragon? I don't think so.
Maybe. I think it's a little small for a source dragon. Crack the neck.
Are we supposed to say hi? Greetings, mighty dragon. My name is...
I know who you are, Lloyd, son of Garmadon. My trees sensed the elemental master of life the moment you arrived in our wood, and sent...
Element of life? Wait, I thought he was the element of energy. What?
My trees sensed the elemental master of life the moment you arrived in our wood, and sent their whispers to me.
Oh, that's the whispers of the leaves. Yeah, it makes sense.
We had long given up on the legendary green ninja ever returning to us.
What?
Turn.
Return?
For generations, the protector of the Whispering Wood has performed their duties. But you are the first who ignored those duties.
How would he know if that was his duty if he didn't even know what the frickin' about it? He even questioned, like, return? Did you not get that hit, dragon? Oh my
We
goodness.
have long felt betrayed.
What? I'm sorry. I am going into full protective Lloyd mode right now. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Okay, that's all we got. Let's play that again. Let's play that again. Let's play that again and break it down.
And how how did these trees give me my powers back?
So, okay, so a little bit of a detail I'm trying to figure out. So I guess, yes, okay, so according to Lloyd, he lost his powers, or in this case, they weren't working as strong. Somehow during the fight with probably the monsters that they were fighting, that's where he got his energy back. And probably, as we saw from the teaser trailer, the trees looked like they were giving energy, or giving maybe elemental powers to Lloyd. I can imagine that happening during the fight, which is how he defeated, which is why he's now asking the question, how did the trees give me my power? Which in this case, like, maybe it was these little guys. I'm not sure. Either the trees themselves or these little guys gave Lloyd his power. But, of course, according to Euphrasia,
At least for a little while.
a little
I
while.
didn't get a tree blast like you did, but mine still came back.
Tree blast. So, something happened to Lloyd, got tree blasted. Yay.
I hope these little guys are leading us to some answers.
At least I called it in the teaser trailer that they were leading them back to their home, but according to leading to them to the dragon. But according to this title of this episode, it says Lloyd meets the life dragon. So I'm like, huh? Does that mean if he is the master elemental of life, does that mean that's Lloyd's dragon? I really like that. Like, look at that detail. Like, sorry, I'm gonna show it again. Look, that dragon is huge, but I don't think it's as big as a source dragon. According to what we saw in, to like the source dragon that Lloyd released, I think, in, Lloyd released in Imperium, that looked like a way bigger dragon, way bigger. But again, maybe it is. I'm not sure. But according to this, it says the life dragon. It's not a source dragon, or maybe it's a source dragon life. I don't think so. And then the whispers. Yes, the leaves have told them.
Oh,
They told the dragon.
Is that a source dragon? I don't think so.
He doesn't know, but yeah. But this part is so interesting. Like, after the leaves telling what happened, the dragon's like, huh. Okay, how should I deal with this? Been waiting for you forever and you haven't, I felt betrayed and everything like that. Like, I'm guessing that's what he's, like, she, I think it's a she, I'm not sure, or the dragon is thinking, but... like, after hearing that, I'm like, okay, here we go. Years of waiting, and it's just like, I gotta crack my neck. I am gonna tell this boy what I think.
Are we supposed to say hi? Greetings, mighty dragon. My name is...
At least he's being formal. I gotta give it to Lloyd.
I know who you are, Lloyd, son of Garmadon. My trees sensed the elemental master of life the moment you arrived in our wood, and sent their whispers to me.
Tattletales. I'm just kidding.
We had long given up on the legendary green ninja ever returning to us.
Ever returning? Whoa, is there something you haven't told us? Like, where are these legends? Like, I'm so glad I'm rewatching season 1 and right now I'm season 2. But like, heck, what the heck? Like, there's more to the Green Ninja. I mean, there was even more to the Green Ninja in season 3. Like the Serpentine even shared, like, oh yeah, the Golden Ninja was gonna bring destruction to everything. Like, wait, what? So like, their legend was different for the Green Ninja, for the Serpentine, and then for Ninjago, the Green Ninja was a legend, or like a story of like of hope and, you know, goodness and stuff like that, whatever. And here it's like, oh, you were supposed to return a long time ago. Where the heck were you? Like, what the heck?
Turned.
For generations, the protector of the Whispering Wood has performed their duties. But you are the first to ignore those duties.
How would he know what the duties are if he didn't know in the first place? I love it. Like, I think this is like the dragon, like, had all this pent up anger from like years on end, and just finally got to release this anger on like the person they've been waiting for years. Again, how long? Like, if it's centuries or like more than 100 years, Lloyd hasn't been alive then. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I would like more answers, and I cannot wait to find out.
And we have long felt betrayed.
We have long felt betrayed? Okay. Definitely holding a huge grudge.
What?
Yeah, I think that was all the pent up energy or all the pent up anger that was in this dragon. And I'm like, you you betrayed us! Like, we felt betrayed, for you have not returned to your duties! And I'm like, what? Ah! I don't know, I feel so bad for both sides right now, but I'm like, if that's the case for the dragon side, like, yeah! I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of anger that had just to be released at that moment. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, if Lloyd didn't know, it's not his freaking fault. Like, this is where I go into defensive mode. When someone doesn't know, it's not their fault. If someone forgot, that's a little bit different, but not as extreme as someone who forgot, or who didn't even know in the first place. Like, you know, you are a true liar if you intentionally lie because you knew the truth. Someone is not a liar if they did not know or they forgot. A liar is labeled as someone who intentionally knows that they're lying, that they're not telling the truth. That is a liar. Someone who doesn't know is not. Like, again, no one has ever called me a liar, but someone has called me out one time for something. They're like, that is not true. It's actually this. And turns out, at that moment, yes, this person was right, but they called me a liar, which was false. Because at that moment, when I kind of claimed something, I thought it was this, but this is where I tried to explain myself, like, I think it is. I don't remember if it's this, but I think it is. Like, I usually like to say think or theory or something like that, because I'm not 100% true on the fact if I am right or wrong, because I forget all the time. I'm a human being. I can forget things. So that's where I'm just like even in this live reaction, I forgot what have happened in the past. Like, oh yeah, this happened. I'm like, wait a minute, like this is, and I totally forgot, and that was true. Or like, I love it when you guys like do write in my comments and remind me of like, oh, actually it was actually season 12, not season 13. Or you guys like to tell me these things like, wait, what season? It was season 5, not season 6, or which one was, like, I love it when you guys like do, like, if I do mess up, you correct me, but you don't tell me I'm a liar. Like, there's that one comment, dude, I'm like, really? Really? If I didn't know, that's not a lie. Like, stupid. I'm not trying to deceive everyone. This is just a genuine, true reaction that I have. So, that's all I'm gonna fib, that means lying. Oh my gosh. That's all I'm gonna, just say about that. I'm just gonna let it go. But, like, this is what I am just experiencing with the dragons. I'm like, stop, don't attack Lloyd. He's innocent. He didn't know. He freaking didn't know, unless he lost his memories, just like Jay. But again, Jay is not lying either. Like, Jay is not a liar either when he lost his memories. He just didn't know, because his memories were wiped. Like, how would he, you know? It's very like a similar, somewhat of a concept like that. So yeah. Well, guys, I know this is very long, and I hope you enjoyed, but I'll end it right now so you guys can go on your daily lives. I'm sorry, but I had so much fun live reacting to this, and I hope you did. And please comment down below if there's anything I have missed in my observation, or maybe there's something new that I didn't know. I'm sorry about the long talk about if that's Frack's dad or not. Again, I forgot. I forgot that I heard it, but that's because I was just analyzing the scenes, not what I heard. That's why I went back to hear it to make sure that I didn't miss anything while they were like discussing. So I discussed after analyzing the scenes, discuss what I heard as well. So sorry about that, making it so long. I forgot, I apologize, but thank you so much for watching again. Once again, comment down below if I missed anything or you saw something that was really cool. Please let me know. And of course, please no spoilers if you already know something. I heard some things that were revealed in the, I think maybe in a box set or Lego like Ninjago set, so please do not spoil. I'd really appreciate it. Alright guys, Hungary is now gonna be out, but before that, please subscribe to my channel if you have not, and click on the notification bell so you do not miss any time I upload a video, especially Ninjago or any other fandom that I upload. Please subscribe. Alright, now Hungary's really gonna be out, but remember, ninjas, jump up, kick back, whip around and spin, and then we'll jump back, do it again. Ninjago! I'll defend Lloyd.
Sensei will beside you.